We've all done it. We have mixed a 10-inch woofer with a 12, with a 15, with an 18, one for the low bass and one for the high bass. But does that actually work? We got a 12-inch Kicker Comp Gold and a 10-inch Kicker Comp Gold as well. They're both dual 4 variants, so you could wire these down to 2 ohm or up to 8 ohm each one, and each one is wired at 8 ohm, and together see a 4 ohm load on the Kicker amplifier over there. We're going to play a few different tones, and I'm going to show you why this is not a good idea just in the power aspect of things. So now we have just the 10-inch Kicker going, and let's play a test tone, and we're going to keep the volume the same, and then we're going to compare it to the 12. All right, so we got that Kicker moving, and we're looking at about 32 to 33 watts. So now what we're going to do is shut this one off, and we're going to go over to the 12. Okay, so what gives?
Oh, look at that.
Same power input, yet half the power on the 12 compared to the 10. And then together, the math is mathing, but dividing by 2, we're not getting 24 watts each. The power is different on each one, and that's just the easy way to look at it, that they're two different woofers, they're going to react two different ways, and you're going to see two different amounts of power go into them, and there are just too many problems with this type of scenario. Before you ask, these are not out of phase, that's just rolling shutter and frame rate. Starting at 8 ohms, rising up to 15, pretty much 15 on the money. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it, and we're going to go to the 12, and now we're at 17 ohms instead of 15, and that is the reason why the power is less. Not from the size alone, but literally the impedance curve of the woofers are different, and all types of variables. I get it, yeah, that's just a test bench. They're not in a box, but what happens when you put them in a box? In the same chamber or two different boxes? Well, you're still going to run into that impedance curve problem regardless. And if they're together in the same chamber, they could be fighting each other at some point down the road. How about different amplifiers? Can I run one on one amplifier, one on the other to cut down the power? Maybe, but you're still not going to have a consistent amount of power across the band pass of whatever you're playing frequency-wise. This is kind of one of those questions where, should you? But you want to know if you can? Well, you technically can, but I just suggest you don't do it. You're going to be pulling your hair out trying to get it to sound just right. Run 2 matching woofers, and you know, hey, this is how we learn. But bass is bass, but sometimes it could be better. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay living loud. Okay. Would you just look at it? Like.